Hello folks, welcome to another episode of 4x4 Viewfinder Lockdown Edition. And this video is not so much something for you to do, but as it is for me to do. And the issue I have is I stupidly went and used the high pressure hose on the LED light bar. We did a night dive. We were coming from my parents long before the lockdown, and I used high pressure hose to clean off all the bugs because it was a murder scene up here. And unfortunately I used the high pressure hose to clean up on the Thanx as well, and obviously, as you can see, water got in. So long story short, I'm going to try and remedy the issue today. Take it off, dry it out, and see what I can do to fix it back together, and hopefully I don't mess it up. But let's find out. Alright guys, let's get stuck in. Right folks, so I used big bolts, 17mm bolt to tie this down onto the bull bar. The reason I did that is because this is solid, this is stable, doesn't matter, it can take a knock, it'll still be solid. You get those brackets you can put around, but the diameter of this is too wide. I haven't found one yet that works for this. So yeah, that's why I went this route. And yeah, now first thing I need to do is disconnect the wire. Now I use barrel lugs, so I'm going to cut it off, and yeah, let's get this thing off. Here we go. Let's see if we can fix this up. Right folks, this is pretty easy, simply put together. It's not that much rocket science to it. This is all die cast aluminium, and it ties down with some Allen bolts on both sides. Now I'm going to try and see if I only open the one side, the side with the cable, if I can draw this whole thing out. If I loosen this, I want to see if this lens actually slides out, so I don't take out more than what I need to, and hopefully that does the job. And that way we can also have a look and see what's happening on the inside, see why it works, as it were. Right, let's get stuck in. I'll probably, when I put these guys back, do a bit of a better job at it, tightening it down, and also using some copper slip, because as you might know that you've got two different types of material here. You've got stainless steel bolts screwing into aluminium. So whenever you have two different types of metals contacting each other, you might want to have something in between, whether it be Vaseline or Vicks or whatever the story may be. Alright, there we go. Well, that's simple enough. There's a big rubber seal here. There we go. Alright, well, look at that. There's quite a lot of water in here. So I properly messed this up. And on the inside, I only realized this now, this is like some type of rubber, gluish type of rubber, which makes this interesting. So I might have to pull this thing apart even more to get to it. As you can see up top here, this part is not the same as this. So let's see what we can do. Let's take the other side apart as well. So this thing's pretty well sealed. It's just any type of thing you have. If you put a high pressure hose to it, then you can know you're looking for trouble. High pressure hose gets into places it shouldn't, so it's doubtful any type of LED light bar would withstand those types of forces. So it's pretty stupid of me to use it on here. And I thought about it just after when I sprayed it that I might have caused that, but you know what, maybe it's a good learning curve. Now I know how it can handle, because we've had it on for quite some time. I've sprayed it with water quite a few times and drove with it during the rain as well, and nothing happened to it. So I think it's safe to presume that for normal conditions it's fine, but if you're going to high pressure hose it, you're looking for trouble. Yeah, well, this might be tough. See, this top part here seems like it can slide. Okay, right, problem solved. Let me just slide it into the right direction. Get the handhold here. Let's see. There we go. Wonderful. Wonderful. That makes me happy. Let's put that one there. And the one wet, the other one should go as well. Nice. There we go. Right. Let's move this. Slide it up there. Wonderful. Okay, so now this perspex can come off. But now my worry is, even though this is off, how much water is inside. So let me just make something nice for this guy. Don't want to scratch him or anything. Let's put him down there. Now let's investigate this, see how much water ingress we had. Now it looks clear on the inside. If I look at how this is set up, This thing is properly sealed. On the parts it needs to seal, it is properly sealed. Just the issue is that if you're going to hose water in through here, it's definitely going to make contact with it. So, short and long is, I'm going to leave this guy open and I'm going to get a hairdryer and I'm going to have the hairdryer run through this guy for a little bit. Now, my plan is to basically, when the hairdryer blows through here, heat everything on the inside up a little bit. I'll dry off the glass and everything and put the glass back to, or the perspex back on. But I'm going to have the warm air blow through here. I've got the heat gun, I'm just afraid the heat gun might be too hot. But I'll channel the hot air through here and then we will see, give it maybe a couple of minutes, let's say about 15-20 minutes. So when everything is heated up on the inside, then close everything up and seal it. Now that will create kind of like a vacuum scenario, sucking everything back together. And that will also prevent any moisture ingress. So with the heat, all the water will evaporate, you close it up and seals, and then vacuum seals the tube on the inside, and that's basically what you want. When it gets cold and stuff like that, yeah, it'll probably, you see that's the issue now. If this is hot and there's a vacuum and it gets cold, the vacuum will increase and it'll want to suck in water, and you don't want that. Okay, so plan 2, what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat it up, run it through till everything is evaporated, and then wait 10-15 minutes for it to cool down again, and after it's cooled down, then close it up, so that difference in temperature between the heat and the cold is not as much. Right, game plan. Right, let's do it. Right, let's put everything back together again. Put the lens back in, position it. Make sure I put this guy in the right direction. There we go. Okay. Go, and this guy. There we go. Right, so this guy like that. This guy here. Alright, so tested the heat gun. On the low setting it's not that hot, so it should be fine. Just put power. Alright, so I think that will work. So from, let's say about here, it's too hot. Here we go, that's perfect. Alright, so might have to make a plan here. There we go. Alright folks, so now we wait. Alright folks, so this guy here, I'm going to switch off so you can hear me. So I left this guy here, this thing's nice and warm now. That means definitely all the water is escaped or is busy evaporating. Now all I'm going to do is, I'm going to leave it for another about 10 minutes. I'm going to close the door and everything to make sure there's no air movement in here. It's not really very humid or anything, so when I put it back together everything should be fine. I'm just going to wait for this to be cool to the touch. Now I can feel it's pretty warm. Not hot, I can hold my hands there, but it's sufficient enough to be able to evaporate anything that's in here. So yeah, let's leave it another 10 minutes and we'll put it back together. Alright folks, so time has passed. This guy's nice and cool now, and now we'll just start putting this guy together again. Alright, so start from the one side. Oh, that's stupid. Pointless putting this thing together if there is no rubber seal. There we go. So I want to make sure this rubber side here, there's nothing on it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some Vaseline on it just to make sure. Alright, so don't ask me why I have Vaseline in the garage. So I'm just going to put a very thin layer of Vaseline on here. Just for in case. Vaseline will also prevent the rubber from binding against the aluminium. Alright, let's put this guy together. Alright, there we go, that feels better also. Right, let's first, before we put back to this guys, let's copper slip these guys as well. I've got my handy copper slip applicator handy. So yeah guys, like I said, I sell these LED light bars. If you want one, just send me an email, link will be in the description, and we'll make a plan to get it to you. I can send it, unfortunately I can only send it here in South Africa because of the shipping, otherwise it'll be too expensive otherwise. But if you want one, just send me an email, tell me which size you want, because you get different sizes on these guys. You get, this one is the 60 centimeter, you get an 80 centimeter and 100 centimeter. It's 1 meter LED light bar. You get bigger ones than that as well, but the problem is with those, they are a bit too expensive to ship to me, and then I must ship it to you and I must make up the cost, and the bigger ones don't sell so often, and that's why I don't have them in stock. So it is better, these ones I have in stock, so I make up for the shipping with the quantity I have in sales. Whereas with the big ones, I don't have the stock and people don't want them as much as they want the 60 centimeter one. So if you want one, I can still make an arrangement for you to get it. But the prices go up quite significantly from here. So 60 centimeter is 600 Rand. I will make up kits as well with the whole setup with the what's this, relay and all the lugs and the wiring, everything you need in a box it ships to you and you put the whole thing together and bob your uncle. You don't have to go anywhere, to any hardware store to buy anything. Everything will be in the box for you. You can just set it up on your vehicle. That, if you want a 60 centimeter, that's $1,000. So that includes shipping, it includes all the parts and everything you need for it to come to you. And then it goes up from there. You're looking at, for 80 centimeter, 1,400 Rand. And then from there up, let's say, I think it was 2.5 grand for the 1 meter one. So let me know if you want and I'll ship them to you. There we go. Good as new. Now I must just remember not to flip in high pressure hose the front of this bloody thing. That's how we learn. Alright, let's go put this thing back together. Right folks, so all I've basically done now is I've connected up the wire, but I've used lugs so that if something happens and I need to remove this, I'll be able to use the lugs to remove them instead of having to cut the wire again, because if I cut it again it'll probably be too short. So all I'm doing now is quickly just what I've done here is I've used what they call that, okay, so all I've done is I've used some heat shrink to cover the lugs to make sure that there's nothing directly exposed to the outside, especially as this is the front of the car. If there's rain and everything, you know, this is the first part it'll hit. So I'm just going to quickly do the heat shrink situation. Make sure I've got a proper seal over the lugs. Now once again, you don't really have to use heat shrink, you can use insulation tape if you want. I prefer to use heat shrink because it looks much more professional and it just creates a better seal. If you've got the right size of heat shrink, if you're not sure what heat shrink is, go look it up on YouTube and even on Google. And I tell you now, if you've never heard of it, it'll change your life. It just makes things so much easier. I've just gone and I've heated up this wire and now I've got a perfect seal all the way around. The seal you won't get with insulation tape. Definitely not. Just have a look at this. Let's turn this. Look there, look at that. You just get the thing to focus proper. Here we go. Look at that. Perfect seal, looks very nice. And if you're not familiar with it, oh, as I said, definitely it will change your life. Alright, let's see. Stop it, I like it. Anyway, so this guy is on, it's pretty bright. I'm going to test it, align it again tonight to make sure it's shining directly in front of the vehicle. And yeah folks, so thanks for joining us for another video. I know this might not be that helpful to you, but maybe it's just something for you to watch. And until next time, happy DIYing!